Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome to another Top 10 Tuesday video. I am of course your host, Mood616. And yes, this is going to be episode 39 in the series. And for this week, actually it was supposed to be Top 10 David Cronenberg films. But unfortunately, I've already done this Top 10 list in the past. I think I did one about a year and a half ago. And really the list has not changed, so if you want to go through my videos, maybe find that one if you want to check out my top 10. But I just felt like there was absolutely no need to redo that video pretty much exactly how it was done before. So I decided to pick another director today, one that I haven't covered in the past, and I've covered a lot of top 10 specific directors. So for this week, I decided to go with Herschell Gordon-Lewis. It's a director that you know he gets mentioned quite often, but I've never seen anyone actually make a top 10 list before. But yeah, so thought I'd try something different here. Top 10 Herschell Gordon-Lewis films of all time, or my personal favorite top 10, anyways. Starting out here at number 10 is She-Devils on Wheels. Not exactly, this is pretty much the only kind of non-horror film in this list, but this one is straight up exploitation with nasty violence and stuff. It has all those elements that we all love. She-Devils on Wheels is basically like a female biker gang film, and they're nasty. They're called the Man-Eaters, and you know, this is just such a fucking bizarre film because they have like these weird races in this film. And, you know, the place that the girls come in is, like, the order they have, like, sex with these guys, and there's crazy orgies and violence in this, and, you know, it's just Herschell Gordon-Lewis with an exploitation film, so you pretty much know you're gonna get here. But She-Devils on Wheels, fun flick. I love this film. Was this from 1968, right there, so never seen this one, give it a shot. Pretty cool stuff. In at number 9 is Something Weird, and of course this is the film that Something Weird video is named after. This is actually quite a weird film, to be honest. I haven't watched it in a long time, but it's about this guy that gets in this accident. He gets these like weird powers. Anyways, he finds this witch, I believe, and he basically asks her to, you know, kind of transform him back into, you know, a young good looking guy. But unfortunately, you know, he has to end up with her. Now the whole world sees her as like this beautiful woman, but of course, you know, the whole world sees her as this, but he is stuck living with this. This is just such a fucking bizarre film. I haven't watched it in a long time. I gotta revisit it, but I remember really enjoying this and just being, yeah, Herschell Gordon-Lewis. But yeah, Something Weird. Strange flick. Strange film. Alright, and that was number 9. In at number 8 is the infamous gruesome twosome. This movie right here, it even says on the back, I was checking this out earlier, and it even says something on the lines of having like the weirdest beginning ever. It also has one of the strangest openings of any horror film. Two styrofoam wig heads with cartoon faces eminently chat about the upcoming plot until one of them abruptly gets stabbed. Wow. I love the beginning of this film. It's so awesome. Basically about mother and son here. She basically makes wigs for people, but they're actually out of human hair. And she lures in people, and then this guy basically scalps them. Pretty nasty film. The acting in this film is fucking terrible. I always remember laughing at the acting in this film. It's just like most Herschell Gordon-Lewis films, especially like She-Devils on Wheels, man, the acting is so laughable. Pretty much like all his films, but I don't know, man. This is a fun film. It's actually quite funny. It even says it's mixed, like, you know, with humor and stuff, but it is. It's pretty fucking funny. The Gruesome Twosome, check it out. Pretty fun flick. And that was number 8. Number 7 is pretty much the newest Herschell Gordon-Lewis film he's done, the Oh No Show, the Uh-Oh Show. This one basically is a big, huge, gory game show. You get some of the questions wrong, you lose some limbs and arms, and oh, it's just so Herschell Gordon-Lewis, but updated. Absolutely fucking ridiculous film. So much fun. This is actually the only film in this top 10 that isn't released by Something Weird Video. It's actually a Shriek Show release. But yeah, such a fucking blast. This movie's so much fun. I highly, highly recommend this movie. I remember when this movie first came out a few years back and just being like, I don't know what to expect from this, because Herschell Gordon Lewis hadn't done anything, you know, in a while. You know, I think it'd been 7 years. This came out in 2009. But previous to that, he hadn't done anything in like 30 years. So I didn't really know what to expect from this, and this was fucking good, man. It was fun as hell. So definitely check out the Uh-Oh Show. Good stuff. Number 7. Number 6 is Herschell Gordon Lewis's Taste of Blood. Now, this is his longest film to date. It's actually really strange, because mostly Herschell Gordon Lewis's films are relatively all like 70 to 80 minutes long. This one runs about 2 hours. It's really fucking strange, and it's his take on like modern vampirism and stuff. So yeah, it's a vampire film with, you know, Herschell Gordon Lewis type, you know, things going on in it. It's really kind of actually bizarre a little bit, but interesting though, because, you know, he had never really done anything like this before, and it's really cool that he tried to tackle things like this too, you know, kind of put his twist on vampirism and shit like that. But very cool stuff. A Taste of Blood. In at number 6. In at number 5 is Color Me Blood Red, and this is the third part in the Blood trilogy. I've always loved this movie, man. I love the premise of it, you know, just basically killing people and using their blood to paint pictures. I think that whole premise is fucking fantastic. Yes, it says right there, the third installment in the Blood trilogy. Yeah, I like this idea, man. It's just, you know, it's fun, man. It's so Herschell Gordon Lewis to do something like that, you know, use the blood to paint the pictures. Yeah, this is a really old edition, man. This fucking snapper case on here. Yeah, Color Me Blood Red, the third installment in the Blood trilogy. I'm sure everyone's seen it. In at number 5. And at number 4 is the Gore Girls. This movie right here, I don't know. This is actually one of the very first Herschell Gordon Lewis movies I ever saw, actually. Oddly enough. This one's pretty cool, man. It's about these, you know, I think these strippers that are getting killed off. They're getting all mutilated by some murder. But yeah, this one's got some pretty interesting gore in it. Of course, it's going to have some pretty interesting gore in it, called the Gore Girls. Yeah, fun flick, man. Another one with really atrocious acting in it. This one is just, I remember, man, like, the first Herschell Gordon Lewis film I ever seen is coming up here, but this one just got fucking atrocious acting in it, too. I think that's one kind of staple, awesome thing about Herschell Gordon Lewis films, is that, you know, you get the goriest, films with like the worst acting and even bad editing, and the stories aren't even like the greatest, but they're so entertaining. This is a great example of one. The Gore Girls, yeah, number 4. In at number 3 is the second part in the Blood trilogy, and that's 2000 Maniacs. Of course, this one has been remade, you know, 2000 Maniacs. Yeah, fun flick, man. I really enjoy this one. You know, I don't even know why, or like when I was doing this ranking, I didn't even really know how to rank these, because I kind of like them all the same, to be honest, but this one does kind of stick out to me. 2000 Maniacs, it's just a fun storyline, man. I really enjoyed the storyline to it. I think he did a good job with this one, but I'm sure everyone knows, but I'm not going to get into it. But yeah, 2000 Maniacs. In at number 3. In at number 2 is the infamous Blood Feast, kind of the film that basically started, you know, gore films. This is the film that started gore films. There's really no films like this. Man, Blood Feast is the very first Herschell Gordon Lewis film I ever seen. And the first time I watched this movie, I pissed myself laughing, because the acting is so atrocious in this film, mixed with like the most insane gore effects for the time. I believe this is like 1960. Or 1962, I believe it's 1962, I don't know. But, man, this shit was just fucking, it was just blowing me away. I was like, this is such a terrible film, but so entertaining. And that's really what it is. Blood Feast, even Herschell Gordon Lewis says it's not a good film. It's not by any means, but it's so entertaining. And that's what I love about this, man. It's like, you know, the original Gore film, the godfather of gore. Yeah, Blood Feast. Number 2. And my number 1 favorite Herschell Gordon Lewis film of all time is The Wizard of Gore. Another film that's been remade, so actually my top 3. Blood Feast was, you know, kind of remade. Yeah, it's Blood Diner. Blood Diner, I guess, is like a loose remake of it. But The Wizard of Gore, love this film, man. I actually really do enjoy the remake, too. It's not too bad. with this one right here, I just love the premise, man. You know, a magician really killing people on stage. I love that premise, man. It's awesome. It's, you know, it doesn't really take, you know, a genius to write this type of stuff, but it fucking works, man. The Wizard of Gore, probably my favorite one. And I think this is probably like one of his goriest films too, like even more gory than Blood Feast, to be honest. From what I remember, I got to start watching, you know, these films again, but The Wizard of Gore, fucking fantastic stuff. But in at number 1, and just a quick little recap: She Devils on Wheels, number 10, Something Weird, number 9, The Gruesome Twosome, number 8, The Uh-Oh Show, number 7, Taste of Blood, number 6, Color Me Blood Red, number 5, The Gore Girls, number 4, number 3, 2000 Maniacs, number 2, Blood Feast, and of course, The Wizard of Gore, and number 1. Yeah, I actually have a few more Herschell Gordon Lewis films around, like Scum of the Earth, which I've actually never watched, and I'm sure if Zach's still watching this, he's going, you fucking asshole. No, I haven't gotten around to watching that one, so I couldn't put it in my top 10, but, and I've got some, of his, like, shorter Lost films and stuff, too, but, these are pretty much the essential 10, I would say, but who knows. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this top 10 list, Herschell Gordon Lewis films. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, it was supposed to be David Cronenberg, but I've already done that video. I just didn't want to do it again because it hasn't changed at all. So I thought I'd give you guys something new with this list. Anyways, that's going to do it, guys. I'm out of here. Peace. Make sure to sub everybody else. I'll leave the links down below. They'll be all down below, so go give those guys a sub. And peace out.